Gemini. Oh, you wonderful, mischievous, lively, witty and informative sign. Oh, I do love a Gemini, I have to say. I'm a fellow air sign. I'm an Aquarius. Welcome to your October 2021 reading. Ooh, this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. I am Yola from Kitchen Witchin Tarot here in Devon in the UK, and I am a tarot reader and an oracle reader, and I have been for the last 20 years. And the way I read is I pull a number of tarot cards and a number of oracle cards, and we look at the energies that are kind of around you for this month, some of the things that maybe you need to think about. These are general readings, so they're not specific to love or work or family, just the energies that are around you. So let's start your reading with a goddess card, and the goddess I drew for you this month is Mau, who is the Mother Earth card. And she is a calling. She's a calling to look after this planet. She's a calling for you to be a bit more environmentally aware, which we all obviously need to be. She's a powerful mother goddess. So when we're feeling like our inner child isn't getting enough nurturing, she's a beautiful goddess to call upon. So she's a lovely energy to sort of surround us in these autumnal months as the light becomes darker, and we need to find our sort of balance in the world. So really lovely energy to start us off with. And then I drew an oracle card from the Wiccan oracle card, and I drew the wand, the fiery wand, which is all about new creations, thinking about where you go next, what your passion is, what your desire is, how do you honour that, how do you create? Is it through art? Is it through music? Is it through performance? Is it through cooking? Is it through parenting? Just a real contemplation about how you create and what you want to create within your life. It's a certain message of contemplation about what is it that you want? What is it that you want to do? I then drew a fairy oracle card, which was, be honest with yourself. So again, thinking about what is it that I actually want in life? And I know you Geminis, you're often very busy human beings. You've often got a lot going on. You don't often have much time to actually think about what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to create within my life? So this is a real calling for you to take a bit of time, a bit of quiet time, to really look at what is it that I want? Be honest. Even if it feels uncomfortable, why does it feel uncomfortable? Why can't I manifest this thing that I really want? What is it that's blocking me? What is it that I need to overcome? And interestingly, the Moonology card that I actually drew for you is the new moon in Pisces, which is all about that meditation, contemplation, really spending some time to think about what it is that you want. And interesting, Pisces, very similarly to Gemini, of these two sort of opposing forces that are often in conflict. So it's about finding something that allows you to feel like you're not in conflict, that you actually have a purpose or a passion or a desire to create something that is whole for yourself. So spending a bit of that time just considering what it is that you want. And then I drew a romance angel oracle, which can be about romance, but can just be about love. And again, it's asking you to trust in your process, to trust in yourself, that you know what it is that you want. And actually, if you give yourself the openness and opportunity, that you can actually manifest this trust in yourself. Okay, so those are the oracle cards that I've drawn for you. I then drew some tarot cards for you, and the first card I drew for you was the Eight of Swords. There's a feeling here that you feel quite trapped by something. And what that is will be different for each of you. But there's a feeling that you feel like you can't get out of something. And maybe that's why you need to spend that time contemplating what it is that you actually want. If you look at the Eight of Wands cards, on most of them, the people are actually trapped, but actually if they just shimmied through, they could get through. There's always a way to untrap ourselves somehow. And the card that was crossing that could be our barrier, is the King of Swords, which is actually a very airy sign. Both the swords are the air signs of the tarot. And this is about the need to make a decision, to break yourself free from this entrapment that you're feeling at the moment. And that, just to remind you again, to have the trust in yourself that you have it within you to make that decision, but you do need to take that time to honour your thoughts, to be honest with yourself, and work out what it is that you really want at this time. And this is a perfect time in the autumn months, where things are getting darker here in the Northern Hemisphere, to actually really have a think about, what is it that I desire? How do I want to manifest this in my life? How can I manifest it in my life? And the energies that are kind of bubbling away under the surface for you is the Princess of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles are very earthy, they're very practical. The Princess is quite a young card. So the things that are kind of going on under the surface for you is these maybe new thoughts, of how to make your life a bit more stable in whatever way that means to you. But that's kind of going on in your subconscious. So I think you need to trust again in yourself that actually those ideas, those thoughts are already starting to emerge within your subconscious. And what you need to do now is start to draw upon them and start to look at what is it inside me that is calling me forward, moving me forward. And the energies that are kind of ebbing away from you now is the Eight of Pentacles, another very practical card. Again, the Pentacles are the earth signs of the tarot. And the Eight of Pentacles in particular is about hard work. So this would tell me that you've actually done quite a lot of work on yourself, or in the real sense of working at your job or your relationship or your family, whatever it is. And you've done that work. Oh my life, the universe is saying you have done that work, and we got you, we see you, we recognize that you've done that work. And now you can maybe start to take a little break from that hard work. Start to just give yourself the credit that you deserve for all the work that you've done. And the energy that you're moving into, which is beautiful energy, is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups can signify new love, can also signify a time of self-love. So it's about filling your cup, allowing it to spill over in order for you to love yourself and love the others around you well. But this is a real movement towards a really loving period in your life, whether that is towards yourself or towards someone that you love. You will know. So take it as it resonates. And then your outcome card, your advice. I love this card. This is the Eight of Wands. This is the speed. This is the motion. This is communication, which is a real Gemini kind of energy. So it would tell me that actually you've spent the time and, put the work in. You've got the ideas. You need to spend a bit of time looking at actually what it is that you want, and to trust yourself in that, in order to yourself to move into this beautiful Ace of Cups, warm, loving energy. But now is the time. Do not delay. This is the card of speed. It is the card of, come on now. You need to get on with this now. This is time. This is the time for you to really, really look at what you want and start to manifest it, because you have everything within you in order to do that at this time. How beautiful. And then finally, I drew a Rumi card, Rumi Oracle card. This beautiful artwork. And this card is Beyond Death is Life. And I'm going to read from the book for you. So the Rumi poem reads, footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. So, you are a beautiful, blazing soul having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. That is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is yet showing up in your life. Either way, there is an ending imminent and a new life coming towards you, with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming, whilst honouring what no longer is to be. And again, that's that speedy kind of feeling that we had with the Eight of Wands of, change is coming. Embrace it, spend time thinking about what it is that you want to change, and then let it go. And so now we're going to do a sacred honouring prayer together. And if you'd like to, you can pop your hands on your heart and just allow the prayer to wash over you. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need, what is too small for my great light. Help me to recognize the purity of my own being so that I can move more easily in trust to the divine love calling to me, like an insistent lover in every moment. I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. And you can keep your hands resting on your heart at the center of your chest and simply breathing in and out, gently and easily. Just focus on the feeling of your hands on your chest. And when you're ready, you can place your hands in prayer and you can bow your head to your heart and remind your head that it has no dominion over the heart and that both are equal. And so it is. Thank you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Do leave me a comment below and you can like and subscribe. All my details are in the description box below, including my email if you'd like to book a personal reading. I also have listed all the decks that I've used today and some of my other works that you might be interested in. Thank you so much, and I wish you a beautiful and wonderful October. Mwah!